Okay, so I'm not sure how well y'all will be able to hear me, but this is my little setup. I just have some paper down here. These little seed starters I got in a set, I think of 20 from Amazon. It came with this piece right here, and there's 12 compartments in that one. It came with the bottom for like the water to be held in, and then this is the little top for venting, and it does have this little thing that you put on the top to determine how much air you want in there. This is only my second year gardening, so I don't know all the terms to everything. It also came with the little stakes to write what everything is on it, and then I have my Sharpie. If you don't have those, you can always go to Dollar Tree or just get you some popsicle sticks. So I just put some soil into this bowl right here, and I'm using this. This is the Miracle Grow Moisture Control Potty Mix. And the only reason I got this one is because I thought I was going to be leaving these seeds indoors, but like the ones I showed in the opening of this video, they've done so good outside that I just decided to go ahead and start them outside. I do have a grow light that I've shared before. I do have the warming mat, but I haven't even done that this year. All I've been doing is putting my soil in these little containers because the larger one was just too overwhelming for me. And then I do 6 of one seed on one side and 6 of one seed on the other side. I write the names on each side of that with the date at the bottom of the stake. And then I've been putting these inside of the greenhouses that I showed outside as well. So I have this little water bottle here. I poked some holes in the top, so that's how I'll be watering it down before I take it outside, or I'll just do it out in the backyard. And I don't have anything fancy. This is my seed. This is where I keep my seeds. So this is a little bag I got from Walmart. I keep all of my seeds in little Ziploc bags. This is how they look. On the front it says when to start it. So these are start inside in July. These are start inside in April. I'm going to do the ones for March. That's May. Oh, here's March. Yeah, these are March, which I think I just did March. So I think I'm going to go ahead. Nope, that's February. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and do March and April. So these 2 bags are for March and April. And like I said, I'm no expert at this. This is only my second year of gardening. But so far this has worked for me. These are the March ones, but I'll show you what I'm going to plant for April. Like I said, I just write it on the front of these. These are just Ziploc bags. This is everything that I have that I want to start in April inside of this bag. And I won't necessarily plant all of this stuff, but this is what I have in the bag to plant. So there's some beans, which I already have some out. And then you just look at the back and it'll tell you how long it normally takes for it to germinate, how much the spacing should be, what the weather should be. And you can find your zone by Googling it, whatever your grow zone is. And these are the different months based on where your grow zone is. So that'll tell you when it's good to start it. There's some onions, some more of the wax green beans. There's some carrots, some pumpkins. These are the bunching onions, the squash. There's some sweet corn, beans, and some more of the cucumbers. So out of this bunch, I'm probably going to do the onions because they didn't grow well for me last time. I think I already have a bunch of beans already started. I need to go and check. I do write it down in a book. Pumpkins, I'm not going to do any pumpkins, so I'll do the bunching onions. I have a bunch of squash outside. I'm going to try the corn, and I already have some cucumbers done too. So out of this bunch, I'm only going to do the sweet corn and the bunching onions. So I'll put the rest of these in here. So to start, I just take one of these. I take my soil if I'm outside. Of course, I just do it over some buckets I have. I just reuse the soil, and then I just put it in here. This is not my technique. Of course, I've watched tons and tons of videos. I just put the soil in here. And these little things right here are reusable. So once I transplant them into bigger pots, I'll just clean these out and use them for the next time. So you get your soil in there, and then I just use my fingers to pack it down, add more soil until it's to the top. So what I'll do next is I'll get one stake and use it on the between the two, and I'll write the name of whatever it is on either side of the stake with the date. And then I'll take my little popsicle stick, or if I'm outside, I'll just use my hands, and then I just rip the top of this, and what I don't use, I just staple it back and put it back in a Ziploc bag. I'm sure there's a neater way to do it, but this is how I do it. I usually put 2 in each little pod, so just dig a little hole, not too deep, and I'll put 2 in each one. And just lightly cover it up. Just put these back in here, and then I'll staple this back. Put it back in the Ziploc. And then I'll do the same thing with the bunching onions. Just dig a little hole. But this is what the thing that'll hold your water. You just sit that in there. And then this will go on top. I will say the one thing I don't like about these is that it doesn't snap on. It just kind of sits on the top. Just kind of sits there on the top. It doesn't snap or anything. And then you just, this little thing doesn't snap or anything either. You just kind of sit it up there. So then I'll just water these a little. I didn't mean to take the cap off. So then I'll just water these a little. And then that goes on there. And then this little thing goes on there to kind of control the amount of air. Like this is too, for some reason this is too long, so. Okay. And that's how it looks. And I'll make out the greenhouse that was empty is where I'm gonna put all the ones that I do today, and then the ones that I do for May as well. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank y'all so much for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.